because artificial intelligence cannot see the person between the lines, cannot see the person at all. It's only looking for keywords and patterns. And I would wonder about an organization in which human eyes don't actually look at most of the resumes of the applicants for positions. Machines are the ultimate bureaucrats. And I say that with a degree of hesitance because I don't think bureaucrat is necessarily a derogatory term. But it's often used in a derogatory way, meaning, person who does things by the rules and doesn't acknowledge the uniqueness of each person coming through the organization. Machines are very authoritarian. And they're authoritarian because of the way they're programmed. And they're authoritarian because basically what machines do best is to see yes and no. They do exactly what they're told to do. And as a consequence, many software applications used in organizations by employees and required by organizations to be used by customers or citizens are not easy or pleasant to use. And then users will engage in workarounds. And then when you start engaging in workarounds, then sooner or later bad things begin to happen. So finally, information systems and everything else about the world in which we live is in flux. I was a child in the 50s and 60s, and things were relatively stable then. Now, every time we turn around, the way we do things has changed. There's a new operating system, there's a new application, there's a new process. Years ago, when people joined an organization, they joined the organization with the expectation of being there, perhaps for their entire career. Now, almost everybody moves fairly frequently from organization to organization, particularly early in their career. We're never going to return to the stability that we once had. We're going to live in chaos from here forward. Chaos is not necessarily a bad thing, but it means that we're going to continually live with change. What you learn as a student in college or university may help you get your first job, but you're going to have to continue, or your next job, but you're going to have to continue to learn for your entire career because things are going to change. And technology is at the root of a great deal of that change. Moore's law is the observation that computer chips, gain approximately twice their present abilities about every 18 months. And as long as that is the case, we're going to have to change quickly also. government organizations are somewhat shielded from the competitive forces that businesses face. But even government organizations and nonprofits must attempt to keep up with innovations like e-commerce and mobile commerce and so forth, because citizens are also customers. And as customers, citizens learn to expect things from organizations, and they expect government agencies to be at least as technologically savvy as the businesses that customers interact with. There's a huge pressure on government agencies now to save money. I mean, that's politically driven. Technology can potentially save money. But on the other hand, many millions of dollars have been wasted by government agencies attempting to implement new technologies and not having their act together in the attempt. That's why generalist managers, one of the reasons why generalist managers have to be able to understand what the technical experts are talking about. There has to be a communication from the generalist managers to the technical people as to what the needs of the organization are. And if that understanding is imperfect, then what the technical people produce is not going to be aligned with the needs of the organization. So don't focus as managers exclusively on IT. Think about the information system of which the IT is a part, and then look for alignment. I personally think the restaurant owner who thinks it would be really cool to give the customers iPads to order their meals on should think again. I see serious problems with that for multiple reasons. I don't think it creates value. I think it could be very costly and wasteful. I don't think it would be particularly attractive to customers. I think it would affect employees in negative ways for no good reason. I think it's just a bad idea, as neat from a technological perspective as the idea is. So this is not about good intentions. This is about having a systems view of things and understanding the implications that you as managers will make about IT and about the systems that IT makes possible. Thank you.